everybody and welcome to the special edition of Political Vlogs. Today we will be discussing the electoral system of Mexico, how it works, what organization is in charge of overseeing it, and what makes it function properly. Electoral system could easily be defined as the method and rules to determine the outcome of elections. Winners may be determined by a popularity, majority, extraordinary majority, or unanimity. Some electoral systems are better than others. Shout out to the United States. To further speak to you about this issue, here is the President of the General Council of INE, Dr. Lorenzo Cordova Vianello.
Hello, good evening to everyone. My name is Dr. Lorenzo Cordova. I'm a bachelor's degree in Mexican law from the UNAM and a PhD from the University of Turin in Italy. The history of Mexican electoral system is pretty basic in terms of official organizations. The INE was formally established on October 11, 1990, but with the political reform of the INE was established 2 years ago,
me being its first president.
Before this happened though, the Constitution of 1917 formally created an electoral college, and in 1946, the Commission of Federal Dividends.
Sorry, but I have a doubt, and I think that my viewers have it too. But I'd like to know, what are your responsibilities on the INE?
Well, my main responsibilities are being able to supervise every activity within the organization. Mostly, while the responsibility of the INE is to supervise federal elections and state elections, local elections are assigned to the local offices, but they are also part of the INE.
Oh, so as we know, there are three main parties in Mexico, which are basically just two, which are PAN, PRI, and PRD. Those confront each other for power in the 31 states. These main elections are state governors, local deputies, senators, and election for the President of Mexico, which only that Mexicans care about. Mr. Cordova,
Yes.
I'd like to ask you a very important question.
Okay.
What does it mean to you, as the President of INE, to live in a democratic society?
Good question. That could be interpreted in various ways, But in my opinion, living in a democratic society is rather a social issue than a political issue. It means that everyone should and can form part of the decisions in a country. That's actually what forms part of the elections.
So it basically makes them make a responsible decision for every organization
That affects them as citizens of this country.
Well, thank you, sir. But last but not least, can I ask you one more question?
Sure.
Can I take a quick picture with you?
Cheers. Sure, why not?
Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you for watching this political vlog.